You can't stay friends with an ex. You can't. Not if you still love them. And let me explain what I mean by that. So your ex decides to break up with you, and it's not a breakup that you want. You want to give it another go. You want to stay with them. You think that, there's no reason to break up. But they decide they don't want to be with you. But they come out with the classic lines, but can we stay friends? And your first instinct is to say, yes, of course we can stay friends. Of course we can stay friends. Because you're thinking if you stay friends, then you might be able to change their mind. You might be able to make them realise that they've made a massive mistake. Because if you disappear, they're going to forget all about you, aren't they? If you disappear, they're going to think you don't care, aren't they? If you disappear, they are just going to go and move on without you, aren't they? They're already doing that, darling. They are already doing that. The day that they decided that they didn't want to be with you no more, to the point that they actually broke up with you, they'd already started moving on. They'd in fact started moving on before they even broke up with you, before you even realised that this was going to be a thing. So by them saying to you, can we still be friends? What does that mean? What does that mean? How do you go from being with each other romantically to all of a sudden just being friends? Let me tell you what that means. That means that you're still going to be there to be on the other end of the phone when they're ringing you up saying, oh, do you remember when we bought that steak that time? What was the shop we got it at? And then you're telling them and they're going and buying the steak to have it with somebody else. Or they're ringing you to say, oh, guess what? My car has broken down, knowing that you're really handy with a car. And you're racing around there to be the good person who's going to help them fix the car or mend the tap or whatever else it is, sew up the clothes, whatever else it is that they need you to do. And you're there on tap. So do you know what? It's like they've still got you in their life for all the handy things, all the nice little bits that make them feel nice and comfortable because you're not mad at them because you're too busy trying to get back with them. So you're just doing everything they want. So they've got you, the best of you, all the best parts of you, with no commitment whatsoever. Oh my God, it's a win-win for them. But the question is it a win-win for you? And also, if you think that that is the way to get your ex back, oh my God, you could not be any more far wrong if you tried. In fact, it's actually the worst thing that you can do because all you're doing is giving them a nice soft landing on their breakup. So they've decided they don't want to be with you no more. They've decided you're not worth the commitment anymore. But you're still worth sticking around, like that handy person who works out the back of the office that you're at, who you can call on, or where there's a computer problem. Oh, let's call on the Mr. Handy person out the back. And you give them a call and they sort out the problem. Is that what you want to be? You want to be little handy person? No, and if you think that you are going to get your ex back by acting like a doormat, let me tell you, there is nothing more unattractive. There is nothing more unattractive than a doormat. So no, you're not going to be doormat. The best thing that you can do in this scenario, your ex breaks up with you. It's not a breakup that you want and you are actually really upset about it. The best thing that you can do is to say, do you know what? I don't agree with the breakup. I think that we could have sorted this out. I still love you. I still want to be with you, but I love you enough to give you the breakup that you want. From that minute, you go into complete no contact, but you have to do it properly. If you're not sure how to do it properly, check out my book. It's called Silence is Your Superpower. If not, Google it. Ask your friends. Do what you have to do, but do no contact properly. And no contact doesn't mean just not contacting your ex. There's a lot more to it. Do no contact properly. Give them the breakup that they need. Do not be their friend. Do not be the little handy person waiting around just to be called on so that you can go running and dangling on the string, looking unattractive as hell. No, you disappear like a ghost. You disappear like a ghost and you let them wonder what you are up to. You let them think, oh, they're not fighting for me. They're not begging me back. And you might be thinking, oh, but they might think that I'm not interested. Let them think that. That's the whole point. Something that is too easy is not as desirable, and that is just by definition. So trust me when I tell you, if someone breaks up with you and it's not a breakup you want, stop begging, stop pleading, stop dangling on the string because nobody likes the dangler. No contact. Do it properly. Isn't that right, Max? There you go. Max agrees. So it must be right.